Hello YouTube world, it's KGB here. So I was at a thrift store not too long ago and we found a full-size scimitar. Look at that bad boy. Look at it. Of course they did, it was cheap. They didn't know what they had. So we got it for a steal. Let's have this price tag on here. We are going to show you how to clean it today. Like if you ever happen to do like I did, go to a Salvation Army or someplace and find an actual sword that you like, but it's rusted. We're going to show you an easy way to clean it. And 9 times out of 10, stuff that's at your house. So let's find some, let's see here. If you can see right here, these are some pretty good sized rust spots on the actual blade. They don't just come off. Basically, all you need is some coat, some tin foil, and then you're going to want some sealant, some kind of, like I use my hopper as my gun lube, so that will help seal the actual blade back after you've gotten it wet and everything else. And if you get it wet and put it right back, it's going to do the same thing. Make sure this is the dull side. You want to use the shiny side when you are rubbing it against your blade. Alright, so here, we're going to give it a shot and see what we can come up with, okay? Yeah, it's coming up piece by piece. I have some pretty crappy tinfoil here, but that graded part of the shiny part creates like almost a scratchy tag feel. And it does make some pretty terrible noise, so be ready for that. But let's wipe it off and see what we come up with here. Didn't get all the rust off on that go, but sometimes the rust will take some time to come off. But as you can see, it significantly reduced the rust on the blade. So we'll show this side too, where it's got some rust here, some rust on the top here. Overall, the blade is very, very damaged from water. I'm assuming whoever had it probably had kids. So I'm going to work on this for a little bit. And then we're going to come back and see what a finished product looks like, okay? Alright, so what we did was we put Coke on it prior to going off. Scraped it up a little bit. Now, this blade in particular had some pretty heavy rust on the blade. Also some pretty bad dings. Once you get to where you got too much rust, you probably can't see it in the video, but there's still some black right here. What we're going to do, after we've done the Coke, we're going to wash it off, dry it really good. And then again, just using some, Hops gun oil. Love Hops, best gun oil I feel out there at all. And then we're going to take some sandpaper, just kind of go over the biggest part of this. Because we just kind of grinded out some of the blade. It kind of opens up some pores in the metal. we get a nice fine coating of oil all over it. Try to scrub out some of those other really troublesome spots. Back top. I use microfiber towels on them, just like I use on my guns. We're gonna get a nice, dry, oily treat here. And if you can see, like from the beginning videos of the video where we had some pretty heavy rust right through here. We had some pretty heavy rust on the blade here, all the way down on this one. As you can see, there is still that little spot right there. That's going to take me some time to get some of those deep, deep rust stains out. Like here, as you can see again, a lot of rust right there, but it's coming up. It's just I don't want to scratch the blade too bad in the process. So, as you can see, we cleaned the blade. We got the blade exactly how we want it. Nice, shiny, compared to that dull. It looked like it was a kid's toy there for a little while. As you see, won't be able to tell in the video, but here there's a couple of dings in the blade. But, just for giggles, we'll call those battle scars. It's like any normal blade that was actually used would have. Again, this one here is an engravement that says made in Pakistan. It's right there, that little engravement right there. It says made in Pakistan. I'm not exactly sure what the cost of an actual blade like this is. But for pure enjoyment, I would assume that it's pretty cheap. But since I spent, I think I spent $12 on the blade itself, I'm pretty sure it would sell for more than that and anywhere. So next, we're going to clean up the brass here. The brass linings, get the whole hilt here, all brass shinied up. We'll come back with what we're going to need on that. Alright, so let me zoom in here. I'm going to try to get some finished product for you. So, coat, aluminum foil, will shiny up that blade. You'll get a lot of your rust off, help you out. Now for your, like this one had a brass hilt. I don't know if you can see it very well in this light, but that was really dirty. But for a brass hilt, there's several different remedies, home remedies that your mom would know. These grooves are about a pain in the rear to get clean. I just use baking soda and water as a paste. Rub it on there really good, and then use just a little bit of sandpaper to lightly scuff it up. And then we'll oil it back up too. Create that shine on the blade, or on the brass there. You can see. So one more swipe through here. It is. I'll have to fix that part of the blade, but once I get all the way through here, you can see that it definitely 100% improvement over what was going on. So with shining up your blades, you're fine. I'll probably post this, bought it for 12 bucks. May very well, after I get it completely finished, if I decide to sell it, 120. So don't forget, go to your local thrift stores, see what they get in. You never know whose stuff is going to end up in there. So, pretty blade. This is KGB. Out.